The Joseph Thompson and the Body Mass Index Assessment Projects in Arkansas. So some background information. The epidemic occurring in Arkansas relates to childhood obesity. This demographic begins with children and threatens the health of current, especially future populations. If you take a look at this graph on the right, you'll notice that from the 1980s up until 2002, the overweight prevalence rate in children has tripled, and these statistics demonstrate the graveness of obesity in the population and an urgency to address it. So, the Arkansas Center for Health Improvement, the ACHI, main's mission is to improve the health of its citizens through healthcare financing, disease prevention, and health promotion. Some of their strengths are the ability to collaborate with academic personnel, health professionals, clinical, public health, research, and local communities, which can help reach a wide spectrum of the community. And some weaknesses, unfortunately, there's a lack of statewide consensus and awareness for child obesity. Not all pediatricians fully support the ACHI's movement, and this can damage any public health progress critical for individual and community behavior changes. So the core values of the ACHI is through the Act 1220. It states that in order to address child obesity, you must address schools. This is because the amount of time children spend there, school affects their health habits, and so through implementing an annual assessment and reporting a body mass index, the BMI, in students of public health schools, you'll see how schools become an integral part in preventing childhood obesity. Also, there's the creation of the Child Health Advisory Committee among school and health professionals in order to promote physical activity and nutrition recommendations to the Board of Education. And so the case solution is to assess BMI in schools as a measure to improve students' health through individual action and changes to the environment. It helps educators and policymakers assess the success of current health programs and decide the direction of future programs. And some of the recommendations from the advisory committee have been to provide healthier foods in schools. This is through reviewing school food contracts to restrictions on vending machines. They also promote physical activity and nutrition by implementing public health measures by placing a school bus half-a-mile walk from school, which gives them 30 minutes of physical activity already. And then vending machines are off limits 30 minutes after school lunch times. Moreover, half of the vending machines do have healthy snack options for them to choose from. If we look at this trans theoretical model, it follows the contemplation for change in behavior of an overweight student or child. It starts pre-contemplation, not interested in changing behavior. So what the ACHI can do is to personalize their reasons for change depending on the student. Also, it moves on to contemplation when they're weighing the pros and cons of implementing change. They can go ahead and ask for start dates or set realistic goals. And this also continues into preparation, the same idea, preparing for when they start to implement change, which is at action. And during this time, the ACHI can give encouragement for small changes and positive advice. And then maintenance would be to maintain behavior by continuing with follow-ups with the students. So some recommendations would to be implement more drinking water fountains around campus. This is because it offers a healthier alternative to sugary drinks. Since vending machines are off limits until 30 minutes after school, it also includes the bottled water. And mandatory physical education classes or sports with a variety of choices. This would encourage students to pick up leisure activities for their own pastime, even after they finish school. So an action plan would be to supply all schools with BMI measurement equipment, train school nurses to ensure quality results, train cafeteria staff in food preparation, ensure all students have access to school meals, and no school policies, class schedules, bus schedules, or additional barriers restrict their mealtime. So after 3 years of this BMI assessment project, they saw a 99% participation rate, and children at risk for overweight declines from 17.1 to 17.1 from 17.2, and the percentage of health children increased. It was from 60.1 but increased until 60.6, and since 2009 over 13 states implemented these measurement programs to evaluate the obesity in their populations. And I believe this was a great decision because we see how health impacts exist everywhere around us, and you can implement health promotion policies at local, state, national levels. Even a small incremental progress in childhood obesity demonstrates how policies, environment, and communities must work together in order to improve the health of their citizens. And then, oh, my bad. That is it. Thank you guys for watching.